Hello everyone, welcome back and thanks for joining me again. I hope you're well. So as part of my schedule, I had an idea of what footage to release for today. Unfortunately, on reviewing it, I just wasn't that happy with it. So I had a look through some old footage that I had that hadn't yet released. So in this week's video, I've got an unboxing of some fish that I've yet to show you. It's some quite old footage from when I first started recording my hobby, but I hope you enjoy it all the same. However, I did take a massive risk in this video. I don't recommend it. So I've just taken delivery of this parcel here. Super excited. Been waiting for this for a few weeks now. Been wanting these for ages. I did used to keep them, but I haven't had one for a long time now, and I've been wanting one. I just think it'll finish off or add to the tank quite nicely. Let's get them opened. That's right, 2 spotted gars. They are very pale at the time, at the moment. I'm pretty stressed. Hopefully they'll colour up quite nicely. Let's get them acclimatised into the tank. So there they are. I definitely should be quarantining these. Okay, so these have been temperature acclimatizing for a little while now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a bucket. I do like to mix some of the water first, just to make it a little bit more gentle with them. Gentle for them, should I say. So I'm going to get them in the bucket here. I'm going to mix some of the water with them. Okay, so they're now in the bucket and they've got a mix of my water and their water in there. So I'm going to add a little bit more my tank water. Now I know with fish that have potentially been in the bag for quite a while, there are a lot of toxins in it which become toxic to the fish when more extra oxygen is let into the bag. So I don't want to leave them in here too long, but I do want to acclimatise them a little bit to the water from my tank, so there's not too many shocks. You can already see them starting to colour up. I am taking a massive risk here, not quarantining them. I would normally quarantine my fish, but at this moment in time, unfortunately,
haven't got a quarantine system appropriate that set up. As I say, it is a big risk, but I'm putting a little bit of faith into the vendor, the person that shipped them to me. I know they've had them in for a few weeks now, so I know they wouldn't sell them or ship them if there was signs of illness or ill health, parasites or what have you. Obviously, I do not know what contaminants these could potentially be bringing into my tank. I don't know potentially whether they're eating or not, but as I say, I'm sure if they had showed signs of illness or lack of eating or movement, then the vendor would not be selling them or shipping them to me at this time. It has a good reputation that I've heard about through various sources, and she seems to know what she's doing and been in the game for a little while now, so I'm quite happy to take that risk with these. It's not something I'm going to make a habit of doing, but as you can see, both of these are quite active. Both of these are looking well. I just can't wait to get them into my tank.
Just take a moment to say, if you haven't quarantined your fish but wished you had due to something that happened as a side effect of not quarantining new fish, please put it in the comment section below. I think it's important that we share these stories and share our experiences so other people can learn how important it is to quarantine fish.
Okay, so these have been acclimatizing in here for a little while now. I think they're ready for the tank. So 2 Florida guards being added to my main tank. 2 Florida guards, let's get them in. Knocked a bit of a plant in there with them. He looks lovely. He looks absolutely lovely. He's got so much potential, so stunning, his markings. Okay, second one. And again, absolutely lovely. Absolutely buzzing to finally have these again. Let's hope they settle in well. Let's hope the risk I'm taking with not quarantining them doesn't let me down. And they're both down here. Some detritus there, so we'll get out later on when I do my water change. And then the Tartus severum having a bit of a nose. But I'm absolutely excited about these guys, absolutely buzzing. Cannot wait for them to acclimatise to the tank fully and feel a bit more confident and get up to that surface. Beautiful Geophagus alterfron popping in as well.
Okay, that's the end of the footage. What I would say, however, is I will reiterate, I really do not recommend not quarantining any new fish. Regardless of the source, you really should quarantine your fish before adding them to your main aquarium. I was probably a little bit silly in this respect, but I was desperate to have these fish. The timing just wasn't right for me, really. But they are becoming more and more difficult to get hold of due to the change in the law on some gars being banned and what have you. These gars aren't banned, they can still get hold of these ones, but these are the only ones you can get hold of at the moment in the UK. And I just wasn't in a position to have a quarantine system set up. So yeah, I took a massive risk. I definitely don't make a habit of it. I don't want to make a habit of it, and I don't recommend you do it at all. You must quarantine your fish. It's really important. As I say, I only did it this one-off because I trusted the source, and as I say, even in that circumstance, I really should have done it, and I wished I could have done it. Some of it for the sake of the new fish themselves. You know, I want to make sure that they're eating well. As I said, this is old footage, and I have had these fish a while now. I've still got them all as well. They haven't contaminated my tank with anything. They are healthy, they are active, they are moving around, they are eating. So I've got pretty lucky in this circumstance, but I felt a little bit uncomfortable doing it. You know, some of my fish are quite special fish, and you know, I took a risk. It's not something I need to be doing or should be doing. So in this instance, don't follow my lead. Make sure you quarantine your fish. I got lucky this time. I'm not so sure I will every time. In fact, when I first got into the hobby, or earlier on in my hobby a few years ago, I didn't quarantine a fish, and actually I lost loads due to a contamination that new fish brought in. So since then I kind of have learned the lesson, but from a trusted source, knowing that they'd quarantined them themselves, knowing that they weren't showing any signs of ill health before I got them shipped, knowing that they were eating and healthy before I got them shipped, I felt it was a well-calculated risk, and it has worked out for me. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching. Please share, like, subscribe, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again later this week.